Estonia accused Russia of violating its airspace with 3 fighter jets. Moscow denied the allegations. Norway reported 3 separate airspace violations in the past week. Czech President Pavel suggested shooting down aircraft entering NATO airspace, with Sweden backing him, while Lithuania called for following Erdogan's 2015 example. Romania reported new drone incursions and activated NATO's Article 4 consultations. Latvia followed Lithuania's lead with border marshland restoration. Von der Leyen, a third world war is unlikely for now, but global tensions remain high. Reuters reports. The U.S. informed the Baltic states about temporary reductions in military assistance due to other priorities. NATO sources indicate increased radar activity and heightened readiness along the Baltic borders. Trump, but we will support Poland and the Baltics in case of escalation with Russia. Peskov commented that Trump's emotional tone is understandable. Putin, we will respond to any threats with military means. The arms control treaty is expiring soon. After that, we are ready to adhere to it for another year. Russian air patrols and S-400 exercises have been reported near the Baltic Sea over the past 48 hours. Zelensky spoke at the UN and met with Trump. The EU's latest sanctions package against Russia does not include restrictions on purchasing Russian oil. Erdogan emphasized that the Ukrainian conflict is unlikely to end soon, but support for Ukraine cannot last forever. Ukraine's Ministry of Finance stated that an additional $9 billion is urgently needed for military and humanitarian operations. Recent reports indicate Kyiv is negotiating with new Western partners to secure short-term loans, while NATO continues intelligence sharing to support Ukrainian defenses along the front lines. Foreign ministers of the US, Japan, and South Korea accused China of provocations in the Taiwan Strait. Bloomberg reports that China is tightening control over its steel industry. Kim Jong-un stated that patriotism has surged after participation in a special military operation and mentioned new secret weapons. Unification with South Korea is impossible. The Chinese military conducted exercises with aircraft carriers using electromagnetic catapults. Huawei is developing the Psyche model with Zhejiang University to block politically sensitive content and launching a 3-year campaign to compete with NVIDIA. NVIDIA signed a $100 billion investment deal with OpenAI, and U.S. investment fund Berkshire fully sold its stake in Chinese automaker BYD and bought stake in Japanese Mitsui. Iran's cooperation with the IAEA is suspended due to European actions to restore UN sanctions. Trump threatened Afghanistan with consequences if the Bagram airbase is not handed over to the U.S. Afghanistan reminded the U.S. of the agreement not to threaten territorial integrity or use force. France, Canada, Australia, Portugal, and the U.K. recognized Palestine under Netanyahu. Israel promised to respond and stated that there will be no Palestinian state. Reuters reports. The U.S. is ready to impose sanctions on the International Criminal Court over its investigation into Netanyahu's actions. Macron emphasized that the events in Gaza do not constitute genocide and that historians will provide an assessment.